Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 6. Wheel Cheese Fails, Cold Cast Marathon number 2. We had a good game last game. It was solid.
We did.
It was solid.
It was so good, we finally got to replace the earth-shatteringly awesome #1 game of this tournament.
Well, I was getting a little nervous because I pretty much promised that I would double the prizing if that was the guy that ended up winning it. And I was starting to think, well, shit, you know, that sucks.
Now you gotta resurrect that.
Now, yep.
Bring it back from the dead.
Now we're good.
Now we're good. We're safe.
We're safe. The sad thing is, he's still in second.
He's actually in second, so we're not out of the woods yet.
We're not out of the woods, but he's in second.
He's in second. He's not first. We still might have to dig that replay up. Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up with the sound of picking up a nice cold bowl of corn pops.
Gotta have my pops.
Oh shit, you pulling up the 90s commercial.
I have to, man. I'm not a 90s baby, I'm an 80s baby, but a lot of, you know what? A lot of my memories, like,
well, most of your memories are still gonna be 90s because you were only 4 years old in 1990.
Yeah. So like a lot of my like big like life-changing events in like the 90s.
All 90s.
I don't remember like
I don't remember the 80s.
Well, of course not. But I mean, I don't really although I do have small vivid things of when I was like really young, like just very small. But a lot of like I'm turning 29 next week. Okay?
Old man.
Old man. I'm getting old, bro.
Old man,
I
Mr.
mean,
Black.
I really don't remember much of the last, like, 8 to 10 years of my life. Like, I remember things, but there's nothing that, like, you know, stands out of, like, besides, like, obviously doing this and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But nothing, there wasn't, like, huge events.
That's because you become an adult and life becomes a monotonous grind to wake up and make money so that you can pay off the bills that you have.
Yeah.
And so nothing really happens.
But like, don't you get that? Like, don't
if
you
you
feel
think
that?
Your life's been stale, you should see my life.
Well, I mean, some exciting things.
You could make turkey stuffing out of my life. It's so stale. That's how freaking stale my life is.
Oh my god. All right. Well, speaking of stale.
So Jeff, somebody's like, getting married?
Well, yes, of course, getting married, but I mean,
Nothing happened! I mean, I got married once.
Listen, when I mean nothing happened, it doesn't mean that there isn't things that have happened that I mean, like, in general, like, there has been, like, no, and I mean, even for me, getting married, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was like, Kayla and I had been together for, you know, 7 years, almost 7 years. We were engaged for 4.
Yeah.
It was literally us just saying our vows. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing had changed. It wasn't like I met this girl and 6 months to a year later we're getting married and my whole life is changing in, you know, just a run of a year.
Yeah.
Literally nothing changed. It was nice celebrating that and having a wedding and doing it on Twitch, which was, you know, even, you know, more memorable. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, nothing changed. You know what I mean?
No, the 90s are still king.
Yeah. 90s were great. Music was better. Video games were better.
Dude, this is why I still listen to K-pop, because shit is like the 90s all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand a word coming out of their mouth, but all I'm hearing is a bunch of Korean Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls. That's all I'm hearing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And that's all I need. That just brings me back, because my god, music right now is a hot, steaming pile of shit.
Well, speaking of a hot, steamy pile of shit, we've got this weird build again where people are going proxy robo with the gateway. We've got double proxy racks here, and he's going to go with the Cyclone.
He's got the Cyclone.
All right.
A Cyclone, and, well, you know, that's not...
Oof, that was close.
Wow.
That was real close. And he still has enough for one overcharge. This thing's dead. Overcharge this! Kill this thing! Thank you! Alright, he gets rid of it, but a second Cyclone is there, and he can go after this. He can go after the Mothership Core. He locks on, and it's gone.
Rip.
And he's still got a Reaper. This Reaper is not in the mineral line dealing damage right now.
Oh,
he gets off the
nice.
overcharge.
Oh! He's on the edge.
Of glory. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge.
I like how you have to go, like, super weird froggy shit once you get to that note.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just gotta, like,
Just the way it is.
to squeak it out.
Just gotta do it
Gotta
somehow.
make it happen. You're not Celine Dion. You
I'm
can't
not
pull that shit off.
Celine Dion, man.
The
Having
notes.
a rough go.
Really?
Husband just died.
Well, he was like 104 when they married, so.
And her brother died 2 days later. Both of throat cancer. That is like the worst week ever.
Hot damn.
Yeah, so I was like reading all up on it. And
I didn't hear that.
I'm going to Las Vegas in March, and I want to go see Celine Dion because I've been there now 4 times, and I still haven't seen her because she was away.
And now you're picking the best time to see her.
And now I'm picking the sign. I don't know if she's going to be there or not, but man, that is a rough go. I'm feeling for her for sure.
Damn.
The Canadian goddess, Celine Dion's having a really rough week. So, yeah. Yeah, her husband was old, though.
When they married, he was like in his mid-60s, right?
I don't know, but he was...
Or like, because
really,
when they had the child...
a lot older.
When they had the child, he was like 60-something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an old guy. He struggled with cancer for like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he rocked it out.
He rocked it out. For sure. Well, Rocketta. Rocking out with those cyclones. I mean, I don't know how to do a transition from 2 people dying of throat cancer to cyclones, but, you know.
Just make a dick joke.
Penis.
There you go.
3 cyclones. This is actually an interesting fight. I mean, we've got a lot of Adepts and Immortal. This is the build that I like to do, except I don't like, well, actually, this is pretty much the build that I do.
Yeah.
On the regular, except that mine doesn't hit the slate. Okay, we'll see how this goes. This is gonna kill him. This is gonna be a base race. There is 4 cyclones down here and some Adepts. Let's see what happens.
Well, I mean, even if he brought the cyclones up, he's not gonna stop.
Oh,
well,
God.
that's rip.
Oh, the horror.
Rip,
oh my God, dude.
Rip.
Locked onto 4 units.
If I could have a dubstep horn that sounded like somebody saying rip, I'd be jamming it out right now.
Wow, dude. Wow. So this is going to be a base race. The problem is, Adam, there's a lot of cyclones. A lot of cyclones. And I don't care how much damage you've done over here and the fact that Terran can lift off and he has nothing that can shoot air right now. He's just got Immortals and Adepts. He's got enough to build 1 Stalker. He did get another Nexus over this way, and sour about that scan.
Oh wow.
He's gonna see the proxy and the Nexus.
Wow, that was a incredibly well placed scan.
Yeah, he sees both. He can actually cancel this and get 300 back and still have enough to put the Nexus somewhere else, but I don't think that is going to make any difference at all. Still the 2 factories, Stargate over here, rebuilding a command center, and he let one of them die actually, which is probably not that great of an idea considering it wasn't orbital and he could have used those at least for mules. How does the Protoss, how does Beverage Guy come back and win this game? Is it even possible?
Well, I feel like with many games in the LAGTV universe, he's going to have to make some sort of astronomical fuck-up. Something that doesn't even make sense. Like, he just suddenly went blind and lost both hands. That's what we're looking at. And that's not what's happening.
No.
No, he's pretty much just doing what he needs to do. And there's a Banshee.
Yeah, it's game over.
Rip in pepperoni.
It is game over. Rock Jetta. Man, we are getting a lot of Cyclone cheeses.
Well, it's the second one.
Out of 6 games.
Yeah.
That's you know.
Yeah, 33%.
Yeah. That's it's quite a bit. 33.3%.
Repeating
forever.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, that was wasn't a
chicken.
Terrible game.
Wasn't awful. It wasn't the same kind of cyclone cheese. He just went straight for cyclones. There was no vision, extension.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing like that. He just straight up went in and then rolled over everything with cyclones.
Yeah, the proxy I felt was a little late on the attack, and that's probably mainly because he was warping in units, building mothership cores over here, dealing with the cyclone harass, which really slowed down his ability to attack, but he still had units out. It was like he was still waiting for a bunch of Adepts. He could have easily have just went with a couple of Immortals and a Warp Prism and started the reckoning earlier. He didn't need to go in with 8 Adepts and 2 Immortals and a Warp Prism. He should have known, like, holy shit, there's a lot of Cyclones at my base. There has to be proxy, which means his tech is elsewhere, which means his base is vulnerable. And it was vulnerable. He just waited too long to go in there. Would it have made a huge difference? Well, I don't know. But waiting that long and taking all that damage did not help his case.
Not even a little bit.
At all. So, that is that. I think I'd probably put that at number 2.
Are we digging now to try and push that other one down the list? Because I actually don't. I think that the other one is still number 2.
I'll put this one at number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 3. The other one, this was literally all the guy did was just hammer out a bunch of friggin' cyclones and press V for victory. That's like all he did.
All right. We'll give him number 3. We'll give him number. I agree with you.
I think it's 3.
Although the first one was a terrible game, it was unique.
That's what it's riding on. It's riding on
its uniqueness. Yeah.
It's like trying to become a supermodel and you're smoking hot, but then the girl that's got like you could kick a field goal between her teeth.
It's good.
She ends up winning the competition because she's what they like to call unique looking.
Ooh, it's all good. Well, you know what is unique? Our promo codes.
Really?
They're all both. Actually, there's really nothing.
That's a little homogenous.
Yeah.
Like the milk I'm going to buy this week, thanks to Redsons.
Lootcrate.com, promo code BOAST for 10% off, G2A 3% off, and JORD 5. Don't forget about those giveaways in the description of the video. If you're on the stream, you know what to do. We'll see you guys for game number 7 right after this.